I'm going through there's so much stuff going through my head that that freaked the hell out of my wife if she heard me say that, because that's how she believes it is 24/7. She doesn't need more stuff. But there's been a lot of stuff unfolding over the last month in my world. So in my head, people talking to businesses, talking to larger businesses, talking to, there was something else. Oh, I'm taking a business course, 8-week business course. So between that and the people I'm currently talking to and some of the sales calls I'm having with people possibly doing business with, some people that have reached out and just want to have conversations from the tech side, it has been a lot of conversation, shall we say, over the last 8 weeks. And a lot of it is starting to funnel down a little bit, right? Because it's like, hey, let's get on a call. Let's talk about this. And then after a couple calls, right, things start to tighten up a little bit. Whether it's a tech company calling me, whether it's a potential new client, whether it's my business course, the business course I'm taking. So I wanted to share with you a little bit today about where things are starting to come together yet again, and where I believe you guys really need to keep your focus. And by you guys, I mean anybody in a healthcare practice looking to create bigger patient success. Bigger patient success leads to bigger business success. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and they should go together, right? I mean, even if you have a fucking nonprofit, which is a oxymoronic term, because even nonprofits have reserves. Doesn't matter what you have, right? There's still bills to be paid. There's still people to get paid. There's still, money to put in the bank. So patient success equals business success. More patient success equals bigger business success. So as I continue these conversations, things have really started to narrow down in the sense of really understanding kind of my last 15 years of work I've been doing and where I am now and the value that I believe I'm bringing, and AKA the value I believe that people need to be focused on to be successful in healthcare, probably outside of healthcare, but we'll stick in healthcare right now. And that is this term, arrive, pay, and stay. And I'm not exactly sure how I got to arrive, pay, and stay, but it's probably at a time when I needed to stop talking and narrow down a lot of what I was thinking and saying and really look at what are the deliverables. And the deliverables really in any successful healthcare practice, you first need a client to arrive, you need them to pay, and then you need them to stay, in that order. And it doesn't matter your setting, whether you're dealing with plans of care like some of us are, outside physio and outside, or whether you're dealing with one-off visits. You in a medical office, a MD office, right? They need people to arrive and pay, and stay might be stay engaged, right? Things like that. So just think about this arrive, pay, and stay, because this is really where I want to focus today. And I really want to think about, because arrive, pay, and stay, no matter who I'm talking to, everything comes back to whether I'm talking to a tech company who's got some tech, it's about, right? It's about where do we put this tool into a person's journey, right? And where does it fit pre-arrival, arrival, post-arrival, post-course of care, right? So constantly looking at that. And if you sit down, right, so either it's tech or, by the way, it's some of these starting to have more conversation with the groups that are buying up practices, right? Whether they're private equity or other, right? And talking to them purely business. I mean, these are not healthcare people. And purely business side, when I start talking arrive, pay, and stay, it catches people attention. I saw the other day, Sam Horn, who's an author, book I'm currently reading, she called it the eyebrow test. And when I say arrive, pay, and stay to the private equity people, eyebrows go up. And she calls it the eyebrow test. So arrive, pay, and stay, working on the private equity conversation, it's It's where things fall to during the tech conversation. It's where things fall to every time I talk to a business owner who's looking for some changes. No matter what the changes are, they fall into arrive, pay, and stay, right? Cancels, no shows, drop offs, completed plans of care, revenue, hiring, even, by the way. Because, by the way, with people who need help with hiring providers and front desk people, I make sure they have their whole patient's journey mapped out, the rules of engagement, so they can show people during the interview process, during the hiring process, their role in arrive, pay, and stay. And everybody needs to see that. The billing team needs to see that. So this arrive, pay, and stay mindset and mantra, because it rhymes, that was part of the reason why I came up with it. Arrive, pay, and stay is really, it is your whole business in a nutshell. And I've said this a few times, and I want to reiterate this today. Anything you need to do, anything you need to measure in your practice, anything you need to focus on falls under arrive, pay, and stay. Marketing, sales, retention, referrals, all those things, arrive, pay, and stay. I just mentioned how it plays into the hiring process, because if I want people to arrive, pay, and stay at a greater rate, then I want everybody on the team to know their role in arrive, pay, and stay. I want people to know in advance that this company, ABC Physio, has put the time, money, and energy into making sure people arrive, pay, and stay. Because then I'm going to sit across from a healthcare provider, because I understand arrive, pay, and stay, and show them what a patient's journey looks like in this physio practice, in this whatever practice. And I'm going to show them the role that all the team members play to support arrive, pay, and stay. I'm also going to show people how it lessens the load on them. Yes, you heard that right. You've heard me talk about we over leverage our providers. And that if we redistribute the load across this patient's journey, looking at arrive, pay, and stay, then there isn't this burnout issue. There isn't this busy issue. I had this discussion the other day. I'm busy. Doing what? There isn't a busy issue. There isn't a burnout issue, right? And that will decrease your churn in the business, AKA turnover of team and staff. So this arrive, pay, and stay is really important. And I want you guys to get focused on it, because that's all it comes down to. Are people arriving and paying? And then if appropriate, deciding to stay. So AKA, have you set up the process to get people to arrive and pay, who will then stay if that's the best option for them, right? Whether it's the pre-arrival work, with the front desk, whether it's the arrival phase, that hour-long evaluation. It's pretty interesting if you've heard me talk about the 3 cell cycles, right? Because that first cell cycle can be weeks, can be hours, it can be weeks, it can be days. But the second cell cycle is just 1 hour. And that's where the provider fits in. And what baffles me is how much work we put on the provider in that 1 hour. And then that third cell cycle is the course of care. So again, if we understand all of that better, then we can be more successful. It also helps you, the practice owner, determine what measurements, what objectives, what KPIs do I need to assign to my team members. Told you guys, I've said many times, I love going into practices and saying, what is your front desk responsible for? And usually it's busy work. Or sometimes they have greater than 50% of the time, they have no KPIs. And in my world, front desk has a KPI, providers have a KPI, billing team has a KPI. That all feeds into what? Arrive, pay, and stay. Completed plan of care. So everybody's individual KPIs feed into the bigger objective. I always say people need to arrive before they can pay, before they can stay. And then people need to arrive and pay so they can stay. It's interesting how everything really does come down to that. Whether you're trying to build value in your current practice for a sell, it's about arrive, pay, and stay. Check out my Facebook post today on my private page. Whether you're trying to sell your practice today or tomorrow, it's about arrive, pay, and stay. Whether you're trying to scale your business up, you must first understand arrive, pay, and stay and your rules of engagement, right? the processes and systems that go into getting people to arrive, pay, and stay. That's how you scale up. That's how you become more efficient. That's how you pull more money out of your business with the same amount of work or less work. Whether you're looking for front desk training, whether you're looking to hire new providers, right? It's about arrive, pay, and stay. I think we'll keep this short and just want to keep you guys in this mindset. And if you don't connect the dots, arrive, pay, and stay, I'll leave you with this. Arrive, pay, and stay forces you in a great way to connect the dots in your business and to understand the role of each team member in the greater good. Because again, we have to have arrive before we can have pay, before we can have stay. So where's the front desk fit? Where's the billing team fit? Where the providers fit? Where do the aides, the assistants fit? Where do they all fit in this equation? And then when you look at that, you're like, well, I got to connect these dots. I got to bring this journey into one place. And the only way you can increase arrive, pay, and stay is to understand the connectedness of your business, the patient's journey, right? Which leads to you creating the experience, putting in the systems and processes to deliver arrive, pay, and stay, right? In a manner that your clients expect. That will drive greater value in your business. Greater value could mean better hires. Greater value can mean more money. Greater value can mean a bigger multiple from a purchaser. Greater value can mean more time for you out of the business. Could mean more money for bonuses. Could mean happier team, right? What is this greater value? I guarantee you, you can't put something down that doesn't default to arrive, pay, and stay. We can't have happy paying customers, right? Without an understanding of this arrive, pay, and stay. The arrive, pay, and stay mindset gives you better marketing. The arrive, pay, and stay mindset gives you a better sales process, better retention process. By the way, if you want people to stay for a post-course of care program, AKA after discharge program, then you must understand this arrive, pay, and stay, because you got to start selling this earlier. And then, by the way, you find out that people who are in this program actually those people are the ones who arrive, pay, and stay with less friction. So you start marketing more. So you feed that information all the way back up to the marketing team to approve, arrive, pay, and stay. You guys can see where this is all going. So I just wanted to bring this all together. I think it's good to, we stay high level a lot. We come into the weeds a lot. And I think it's really good to get back to kind of this why, this vision, this mission, right? You don't want to spend a lot of time there because you got to get in and do the fucking work. You got to do, right? But man, it's good to come out sometimes and really re-examine, is this the right place? Are we looking at the right thing? Are we using the correct North Star? And with arrive, pay, and stay, yes. Because arrive, pay, and stay leads to completed plans of care, the ultimate business metric. All right, I appreciate your time. And any thoughts, any comments, please set it up below. But if nothing else, if you just move on to something else and think about it. Again, arrive, pay, and stay encompasses every single metric within your business, and it tells you the ones you should focus on and the ones that don't need to get brought forward so much. It's the mindset you got to be in no matter where you are in this journey. Again, no matter what you're looking to achieve, if you have a healthcare practice, you've got to understand arrive, pay, and stay. Cheers.